You're live.
There's two people waiting. It's me on my phone and me on my laptop. Anyway, howdy, y'all. This is Kyle Whittington, and we are coming to you today live from Seek 2025 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today, we're going to be talking about some crazy stories that are happening, some problems in the city that I've seen, to some wild stuff that's been happening today. So let's get started. But before we do that, I would like to encourage any Catholic content creators out there to go check out the link in the description. Go to CatholicCreatorConference.com if you're interested in coming. We're doing it by an application. We've already got applications coming in. We've already sent out approval. Tickets are being sold. If you want to come, be sure to hop in on this as soon as you can. Don't delay, because we do expect the seats to be sold out pretty quick. And in fact, we've actually got a special guest in here who's going to be coming on later. And we're excited to tell him that he's being accepted. So we're going to talk to him a little bit too. So, Drewtiful, how are you, buddy?
Yo, what up, dog? Sorry, I'm in chat.
Oh, well, okay.
We already got chats pouring in. So,
hey.
Dude, I'm doing good. You know what? It's fun. We out here having fun, having a good time. It is good. It's dry, which we live in a dry part of the world too, but it's drier. It's affecting everyone. I was sick when I got here, and I've been getting better the whole time. You guys have all just been getting worse.
Yeah.
So that's brutal.
So let's talk about some of the stories, because it's been a wild ride. And the wild ride kind of started a little bit in Colorado, right?
Oh, yeah. So we were packing up to come here. We knew we were going to bring the studio stuff because Kyle booked an Airbnb, as you can see, that is studio worthy. And so we were going to head out on Monday, Steven and I. Steven's running the buttons. Shout out to Steven. And we're sitting there, or I'm sitting there trying to get all my stuff ready, just having a crazy day. It's like everything that could delay me is delaying me. And I'm like, okay, well, you know. And then Steven actually was like, oh, we could leave early because I'm off early. And I'm like, well, I can't. And then I had a problem with one of my tires where it was like a little bit low, but all the machines to fill it up in like the town at the gas stations were so cold that they just weren't working. I was having like one error after another. And I was like, all right, apparently we just can't leave today. So we're gonna have to get up early tomorrow and drive out. And I was like really mad. And Kyle's like, Drew, you need to calm down. I'm like, I'm not calm, Kyle. I was really mad.
But then,
yeah.
The speaker that we have booked for the Catholic Creator Conference, who we've got that official announcement coming, he's also been having a pretty wild time. That's why we haven't announced it yet, because his voice, he's needed to save it. So hopefully we should be announcing that tomorrow, which is January 4th, 2025. So if you're watching this in the future, we might have already announced it.
Dude, I don't know how the year's gone by this fast already.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're already 96 hours. Well, no, we're almost 72 hours in. Yeah. Anyway, so tell us what happens then.
Well, so I'm sitting there all depressed, and I'm having my last beer for a long time. I'm not drinking in 2025. That's one of my goals. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, well, I missed a New Year's party because I was getting the truck fixed and got all that figured out. And then by the time I get figured out, it's like 10:30. And then all of a sudden, Kyle sends me a text, which actually at first I didn't realize was a group chat. So I'm glad I didn't say something really snarky in there. So he sends me a group chat with this speaker in it. And he goes, hey, Drew, or hey, speaker name, Drew has some equipment, and actually turns out he wasn't able to leave today. So if there's anything else you need, it's the perfect time to ask him. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let me know what you need. And we had to chat about it. There was some equipment shortages that he had to fulfill his duties here at Seek. And I was like, oh, that's funny because I have all that stuff. So
you had all of it except for one piece.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's even better. There's one piece that I didn't have my own version of. And Steven, who was already coming with me, actually owns one. Like, I told him to buy it because of some content goals he had. And I'm like, hey, you should bring that because this person needs it.
And it was 100% used.
And he's now used it more times than Steven has.
That's funny. Well, pay attention because Steven's going to be the next big Twitch sensation. So, but anyway. All right. So, impressions of the city. We haven't even gotten to the craziness that is Seek. And I mean, craziness in kind of a wild, fun party kind of way. But Salt Lake City, I'm gonna be real with you. This city sucks.
I don't know. It's not as good as it used to be.
Okay.
I used to really like Salt Lake City. I wanted to move here for a small period in my life.
Okay.
Mostly to evangelize Mormons.
And if you're from Salt Lake City, I don't mean to offend you. I'm sure this is your home.
He means to offend you explicitly.
Yes. Well, okay. Straight up, I know, like, making fun of Mormons and dunking on Mormons is, like, safe edgy because they're like, they say, oh, Catholics are the one group that's acceptable to discriminate against. Well, okay, we are one of the groups that is acceptable to discriminate against, but the Mormons are also in that boat. Like,
I don't like being in the same boat as them, though.
Yeah, well, we're also two groups that have lots of kids. So,
Dang it.
But the homeless problem here is
bad.
insane.
I feel like every city has this problem, but when there's a city that is more conservative in its lean, which Salt Lake City probably isn't anymore, but when there's like a big religious influence there, you would expect to see it better.
Like we're within walking distance to the temple.
Yeah.
And like,
well, you get a couple blocks away from that though, and it's pretty clean.
Yeah,
you notice that?
That's I guess. But like, except just right on the next block down from us, right here, you've got. Whenever I went to a local coffee shop to grab some breakfast or something, I saw like a congregation of homeless people, and I was just like, "Oh, is that some sort of protest?" And it's like, "No,
there's just that many of them.
There's just that many of them, like congregating here to get help." And guess what that building was? It was the St. Vince de Paul Society helping the homeless, a Catholic charity.
Them Catholics helping them out.
The Catholic charity seemed to be doing more for the homeless here in Salt Lake City than the Mormons.
At face value, yeah.
At face value. Keep in mind, my experience of this city is 100% isolated to the convention center and like a 4-block radius of that or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I will say, I like certain things about the city. There's some cool like restaurants. There's some cool coffee shops. I like the like aesthetic of the city, except for one thing. The roads are like ridiculously wide, and the blocks just feel like it. Like to go from like one light to another feels like it takes forever.
Yeah.
There's other cities that are way more compact, and I'm a big walkability guy.
Yeah.
It's technically walkable in the way that we're staying in it, but it's like to walk from our Airbnb to the restaurant, which is not far. It just like feels like it takes forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, like, whenever you hear some of these things about like, I don't know, my expectations of the city were not matched, and just seeing like the human vomit, the human feces that are on the sidewalk.
We did see that. Yeah.
So
and
it's just like, dang, this is crazy. But anyway, whatever. The conference though has been mind blowing.
There's a lot of people there.
And it's really cool. So we pick up our speaker from the airport, drive straight here, and immediately dive straight into just getting him set up. Because he had to do a live Twitch stream. So, if you were watching that, you know who it is. But, feel free to put your guests in the live chat. And if you get it right, I'll ignore you. But we do that, and then it was just wild. He stood there streaming for 4 hours. People came up.
Yeah, it was cool.
People came up.
I had a blast running that. That was a good time.
It was a good time.
I did not. So I live streamed games in high school, and it was before it was Twitch TV. It was Justin.tv, and I would live stream like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff. And since then, like the 2 or 3 years I was doing that, I have not engaged with like Twitch at all. It was really cool to see it. It's a cool platform. I really like it.
Yeah.
I've grown to appreciate it this week.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on, because we more or less came here to network and promote the Catholic Creator Conference.
We haven't gone to a single session.
Yeah, I haven't gone to a single session.
I guess I technically went to one today.
We went to, yeah. So we'll get to that story, because that's pretty cool. So we do that, and we just make instant best friends with this speaker who we'll have on tomorrow, probably on Drew's channel. So if you're not subscribed to Drew's channel, subscribe to Drew the Catholic. I've got his name linked in the title of the video, so be sure to check that out. We're probably going to go live on his channel tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Health concerns allowing.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just announce it with a picture or something like that. But anyway, we're networking with all these people, and it's been really cool to like go up to these strangers, people that I've never met before, and like, hi, I'm one of the organizers of the Catholic Creator Conference. And they're like, oh, I heard about that. You're that guy?
Yeah,
and
it's weird.
Just like,
it's like, wait, you heard about us?
Yeah, it's like, you heard about this. And so many people are just super enthusiastic, and I'm really excited for this year, because we've got, straight up, guys, take a look at this setup right here. The only thing that's going to be different about this setup and the one we're going to have at the Creator Conference is the background, because obviously we're not taking this building with us.
I would love to take this brick wall. That's pretty
Dude,
dope.
this is amazing.
St. Paul Center doesn't have one of these.
Yeah, too bad. But, if you want to film a podcast using this equipment, that's going to be available to every single attendee.
And actually, one of those studios will be this exact equipment.
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's coming in.
Who
Who is it? Someone's breaking in, guys.
Somebody's breaking in.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's just you.
What is up?
So
It's Braylon, the Chattachuman.
the Chattachuman just walked.
Did you like your?
We are live. Don't step in front of the camera.
Did you like your acceptance email? Did you like your acceptance email?
I threw the trash immediately.
Do you know how much time I spent on that email?
I know. How you guys doing?
Good.
Come in and sit down. We'll get you
Yeah.
on. We're live right now.
Yeah, we're alive,
Well,
but
I gotta warn everyone that I sound like nothing right now.
Oh, we won't. We'll put you in the seat for like 5 minutes.
It's fine.
Okay.
so okay. But anyway, where were we? Oh, so we're networking, we're schmoozing, and we just kind of unofficially became the production crew for our speaker, who's going to be unnamed for the duration of this.
It's really hard.
It is hard because he's such a cool dude. He's so freaking cool. I was expecting him to be cool, but like he has met and exceeded those expectations.
I think he just gets along with us. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, if someone gets along with you, it's just like, yeah, it makes sense.
Sea of Grace, we are not answering that question.
But speaking of that, actually, Steven, can you throw me the Alp?
Which contains
Tropical?
nicotine.
Is that tropical?
Hold on. What is the warning? Can you read that?
Oh, go to my close-up. Is it in focus?
There it is.
It's in focus? Yeah. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Use the affiliate link for Josiah that's in the description. Is it in the description?
It is not in this. Why would it be in the description?
Oh, okay. DM me and I'll send you his link. He can buy.
Yeah. Drop a comment of saying like, "Hey, drops." No.
He's starting to light a pipe.
Braden the catechumen literally just put a pipe in his mouth, and I saw him light the flames. Like, but what was I saying?
Talking about how cool.
Oh yeah,
this
no.
person
If
is.
you want Josiah's Alp affiliate link, say so in the comments after the thing is done, and
I'm
we'll
sure he'll get it to you somehow.
I'll tell him that people are looking for it, and I'll
Yeah.
have him comment it.
Also, Chris, yes.
I don't know who Chris is. No, do not clarify it. But anyway, no.
I was gonna move on.
Okay. Anyway,
I was gonna move on. I was gonna say because like when we thought we were coming here, we knew we were gonna schmooze with vendors and other creators and people at the conference. I don't think we necessarily planned, and we knew we were gonna hang out with this guy, but we didn't like. We kind of just became like the crew, which is fun. Just like both the production crew, but also just like hanging out.
I mean, the only reason he's not with us right now is
Yeah.
because he was just completely exhausted and went to bed.
Press F to pay respects, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is a good time. It's been really fun. It's just kind of funny. Like we have this habit now of like showing up at other people's conferences, and I just bring way too much film gear, and then we end up getting put to work.
Yeah. So
It's just what happens.
while we were helping with
I guess.
our speakers live stream today, a woman came up and said, "You guys look like you have nice cameras. Can you help us out?" And I'll let you take the story from here.
Yeah, we're literally in the middle of a Twitch stream, and I have my headphones in, and I know she starts talking to Kyle, and then she looks over at me, and I pull an earphone out, and she's like, "Yeah, well, Father Andrew Dalton has a session on the Shroud of Turin tonight, and he needs to have it filmed, but they're not filming those particular sessions." And I was like, "Oh." And she's like, "Would you think you'd be able to help out?" Like we were thinking, I might just do it with my iPhone. And I'm like, "Don't do that. That's not, it's not gonna be good quality or whatever. Like it's just not gonna turn out as good." So I was like, "Yeah, I could do that. It's at 4:30. I'll just go set up some stuff." So we finished that stream. Kyle and I booked it back to we went there and checked it out. We cleared it and made sure we were gonna be allowed to do that since he was requesting it. Got the okay for that. And then, I ended up filming his whole session, so we'll edit that and send it over to him. But it's just crazy, like, last-minute thing. You just have the stuff, have the willingness to help out, and you get thrown into cool situations like that. So that was pretty neat.
Sorry.
You over there messing with Kyle's stream settings?
The live chat. No, the live
Oh, okay. All right.
They can see my feet. And they said, "Kyle got them dogs out." And I say, "Well, drink it in," because sometimes people have to
You
pay
want to
extra
put
for
socks
that.
on?
No.
Oh.
Like I said, some people have to pay money for this.
This is an R-rated.
Okay.
Yeah, those are. Yeah, you do. He's been walking on them. I can tell.
But actually, hey, so it says he's really trying to get them donations. I didn't talk to Drew about this, but this is my channel and I can do whatever I want. I will not be keeping a single penny from this stream, and I'll tell you later what that's going to be for. But so
throw the super chats in because
yeah,
I need to go to my to the Caribbean on a cruise, and that's what that's going to go towards.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
No, I think I know what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, so
You can talk about it. We announced that.
what?
You can say it. Are you? Why you're trying not to? That's cool.
Oh, go
That's
ahead,
fine.
go ahead.
So one of the things with the Catholic Creator Conference, obviously, like making it bigger this year, getting more speakers, doing more programming, is the whole cost of it goes up. That means the ticket price has to go up. And last year it was like a joke of a ticket price. It was like,
It was $25. So really and truthfully, it was $25, and because it was originally set out to be a weekend.
There's
with
like 12 of us at Chesterton.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a weekend with the boys at the Cigar Lounge, and that was all it was supposed to be.
Then all these girls started applying.
Yep. Yeah, kind of. But
Yeah. One
So-
of them was pregnant.
so ultimately, yes, the ticket price was very cheap. It was $25, but it literally cost me thousands of dollars out of my own
Yeah.
pocket to make sure that.
And originally it wouldn't have done that. It would have covered the cost of Chesterton's. We would have hung out in there for a day. It would have been over. But then we had to switch to the St. Paul Center
And
because it
then
blew up. And then everything else.
and then
so.
some other things happened. So yeah, I had to. It ended up costing a lot more than what I was anticipating, and it was a lot of work. So yeah, so this time it's gone up.
Yeah, so it's gone up, but with that, like, we want everyone to be able to come that can come. And so one of the things we were talking about and thinking about is like, okay, well, we should have a way for us to, because the other thing too is we've had people like in the server ask like, oh, is there a way I can support the conference if I'm not a creator? And a few people have asked that, and it's like, oh, well, what we could do is put together just like a general fund that people could, pay into that fund, and then we can distribute those funds to a variety of things that for the conference costs. One of the primary things being, we want to have some sort of scholarship thing for if someone gets approved and they want to come and the thing stopping them is money, that sucks. And so it's just a way to kind of get around that. It's not like oh yeah, this definitely is going to pay for your whole trip. But like if that fund gets a little bit of money, then we can definitely help
We
people
can
out,
give out
on a
scholarships.
case-by-case basis. So,
Yeah.
and is that what you're going to do with these super chats? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a little bit more directed than that because my money, I can send it how I want.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later. But
Is that link in the description
for the Creator Conference?
for the support fund?
I mean, it's on the Creator Conference page, right?
I don't think it's on the homepage. I have to put it on the. Well, I made it 2 days ago.
No, so it's definitely not.
Yeah, we can post it later. It's fine.
Okay, cool. It'll eventually be there, so those of you watching in the future will have it. Yes. Does YouTube take a large portion of super chats, or is there a better place to send them where you keep more? That will be the Creator Conference website, and that will just go into the general fund. But
Yeah, we'll put that link in the description.
yeah, and that link will be in the description.
Very large percentage if YouTube takes any. I'm not sure.
YouTube.
Super chats, they take like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If
think
I get
it's
a $10 super
30%,
chat,
yeah.
I get $7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 30%
Yeah.
YouTube takes. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, that will still go to help one creator show up. So if you do the super chat, if you just donate straight to the page, it'll be to like the general fund.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but yeah, okay. Any other? Oh, so while we're helping out with the Twitch
Speaker?
stream,
Yeah.
this lady comes up and say, "Hey, you guys have cameras?" Sorry, we got derailed by my feet.
We already went through that whole
Oh,
story.
you did? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I
Yeah,
did,
so
Groundhog Day. No, it's been fun, dude. This studio has only been used once, and it actually wasn't by us. We got to record an episode of What God Is Not in here.
yeah, so Mother
So I sent those
Natalia-
files out today, so you'll see that dropping soon. We're going to record another podcast for another priest tomorrow. It's just cool to get to do this and like get to connect with people and help them out. Because like one thing we've noticed about these conferences, and this is kind of why we wanted to do it at our conference, is there's so many good people together. And they're all there. Many of them are here, like paid to be here as speakers, or they're a part of the programming, or they're a part of staff, or whatever. But they aren't always doing something. They have downtime too. And, they might have like a meet and greet. They might hang out at a booth for a bit, but then sometimes they want to meet each other And it's also a great time for them to meet content. It seems like a lot of people have been trying to take advantage of that. So it's like, this is a cool thing for conferences to do. And it's kind of cool to be able to help people with that, you know?
Yeah. And straight up, if you are a person who's interested in reaching out or in having a service like this, like
we do that.
We do that. So if you're interested in hiring us, come let us know.
Yeah.
So you can just, check out our website, CatholicCreatorConference.com.
Yeah.
Or IpsumAudite.com.
That one would be IpsumAudite.com. You can get to it from CatholicCreatorConference.com.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, you can find that. So
Yeah. Anyways.
But hey, all right, cool. So any other crazy stories?
No crazy stories. Well, so we started releasing applications for the conference.
Right.
And we every day we are kind of approving more. And people are starting to buy tickets. At this point, we're close to we're close. Like if all the applications that we intend on approving by were sold out, I think pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't mean don't put your app in though, because there will be a waiting list. It always is going to happen with this type of thing where we might approve the total head count and be like, okay, that would be it. But if like one of those people lets us know they can't come, which has already happened with a few of them,
Right.
They get approved. They're like, actually, I can't make it. I got a thing, or maybe they're trying to make it and the finances don't work out, which we'll try to help with if we can. But like sometimes it's just for whatever reason, someone might not make it, and then at that point, then we release more.
So if you're on the fence about apply now.
Yeah.
And then get that approval email in your inbox, so that way you can choose to purchase the ticket.
Yeah.
Which applying should be a no-brainer decision. And then obviously if you're gonna, so we've got two different levels of $500. That's the regular conference attendance.
$750 for attendee, and that's
for VIP.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Attendee. And then that is the early bird pricing that'll go up in February. So we're planning on basically being sold out by February probably.
Brandon is over there chatting as me. So yeah.
Oh, that ain't cool.
All right. Well, cool. Well, I guess I want to tell somebody that they got accepted to their face.
But we're gonna reject Braden.
He's already been rejected.
Oh, you're right.
So
I'll step out.
Bye, Drew. So, Mr. A Catholic. No, get lost. Get. So come sit down. Come sit down. So this is Javier. He runs the channel Just a Catholic. He's in the live chat already trolling. He's talking about my feet. But Javier, I just want to say you have been accepted. We've got this T-shirt for you. And we'll be able to give you like a fistful of stickers on the end. So there you go, sir.
Oh, thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
One thing that we have been very adamant about is that we're not discriminating based on channel size. This isn't just for the people that are have 100,000 plus subscribers, whatever. Because if we did that, Drew and I wouldn't be qualified to go. So we're here to help out the small creators too. Javier, why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself and about your channel?
Yeah, so I'm a fairly recent convert to Catholicism. I was actually a atheist / agnostic person, and then I converted when I got into college. And then from there, I just realized that Catholicism is so clearly correct, and it's such a fruitful religion that I thought that I would create a channel to help promote it. And I've really just devoted myself to it since then. And so I run a channel called Just a Catholic, and currently I have 308 subscribers.
Let's go.
Definitely humble, but it just goes to show that the crew here is willing to accept anybody of any size, and they will help you out in order to grow your channel. Well, they'll help you out, just give you support, help make you feel comfortable with what it is that you're doing, and to basically promote your apostolate through the organization of the Creator Conference. It will be absolutely pivotal to my apostolate personally, being able to go and meet a bunch of people and being able to talk to them and to learn from the speakers and whatnot. I think it'll be a great experience.
Hey, Ward Radio, I see you in the chat. We're in Salt Lake City right now. So at the beginning of the interview, we talked about our experience in Salt Lake City. and particularly the homeless problem that's pretty rampant here. So past that, we're kind of done talking about that. But
Wait, is he in Salt Lake? Does he want to come on and do a live stream with me tomorrow?
actually, yeah, Ward Radio, like straight up, like if your guys are based in Salt Lake City, we'd love to do something in person with you. So, because we're here now, we're just right by the Salt Palace Convention Center. So we could totally do something like that if you're interested. But anyway, so, all right, cool, man. Okay, so here's what's happening with the super chats. I already said recently that I'm not keeping a dime, keeping a single penny of it. Every single penny of revenue that this stream generates, that super chats, ad revenue, whatever, I'm going to be giving to Javier to help fund his trip to the Catholic Creator Conference. He's a college student. We all know how rich college students are, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So if you want to support specifically Javier's journey to the Catholic Creator Conference, drop a super chat here, or make sure you just watch the video. Don't skip the ads. That's a free way to do it. I know it's annoying, but anything will help. So
I really appreciate that. That's such a
expect like $15.
well, whatever. $15. I mean, that'll get me my double quarter pounder and 2 fries
at the airport.
It'll be great.
Let's
So
go.
I really appreciate the offer, and I'm just eternally grateful for what you and Drew have done for me, and also thanks to the catechumen here. As strange as he is, he was actually the one who introduced me to the Ipsum Audite server. And since then, I've really found a community of Catholics, specifically Catholic creators, that I've been able to bond with at a level which I really haven't found yet in my Catholic journey. And it's just been beautiful being able to talk with everyone. And then to, for instance, put in the server like my graphics, and then get some advice on that and things of that nature, and just being able to talk through with people and stuff. It's been an absolutely phenomenal experience, and I look forward to continuing to do stuff with the two of you. What the two of you are doing is, I'm of the personal belief that it is going to inevitably help with a great Catholic evangelical movement, with all of the creators that are coming up, all of the little creators that you're collecting that are growing.
We're collecting like Infinity Stones.
Yeah, collecting like Pokemon. No, all of these Charmanders are going to become Charizards, and it's going to become absolutely incredible. And I think that we're going to have a great impact in the world through your ministry, your apostolate that you've created.
Well, hey, look at that. So we got 3 super chats. So you can pick that up.
$1 bill, y'all.
So
In-person super chat.
in-person super chat.
$10? Okay, what do you?
He's been commenting here on your stream.
I can see.
That's why he had to do it. That's also why I had to do it.
Oh, okay. So we got a super chat from.
Do I need to take off my shoes?
We paid you money. Now you got to show feet. Anyway, no, this isn't that kind of stream. I swear.
I told you it was rated R.
That's the locals only, guys.
Alright, this is gonna go private.
Yeah, we're gonna private this on locals. No. So okay, Drew the Catholic, thank you so much. Drew is sitting right here, and this is his equipment. So, also got $20 super chat from Mr. Lepanto. Oh my goodness, they keep rolling in. Mr. Lepanto, I've got major FOMO right now. Yes, you do, buddy.
It's okay. I hope to see you. I hope we're gonna. It's gonna be special.
From Haymar47, a $5 super chat. Here's some CCC money, and that's not Catechism of the Catholic Church, although you could buy one of those with that. Oh my gosh, Desiree's here too. Okay, so a $25 super chat from Hunter saying, "Let's go." Hunter, I did have to hit show on your message. That's hilarious. So it said show feet now.
Show your feet.
I will pay to not show your feet. Okay, that'll be $75 to not show feet. And then Uncatechized Catholic on Instagram, Desiree with a $10 super chat saying, I also have FOMO. I wish I was at Seek. Yes, but pray for Desiree because she's gonna have a baby in like 10 minutes or something
wow,
like that.
yeah.
She's pregnant.
Yeah. So, oh my goodness, Ward Radio, $50, dude. Thanks.
Thank you all so much.
Yeah, that's
I'm
really cool.
I'm so grateful for what it is that you're doing, and it just really goes to show, like, anybody here who is like interested in like Catholic content creation, definitely like don't be nervous to try to get into it, because as you can see, there's just an incredible community of creators here that are looking to help one another and to grow one another. That's one of the beautiful things about the Catholic Church, is that we are unified in a way which you cannot find in any other organized religion.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. We all have the same gospel. We all have the same doctrine. We all have the same mission.
Yeah.
We want to help promote Catholicism and to advance the world, and just be able to help people through the things that we do. And people are here willing to help you. Now, I'm not going to guarantee you're going to get financial support.
Yeah.
But
Well, look what's happening to you.
yeah.
Yeah, so hey, I do have to interrupt you though, because $50 super chat, that's kind of like a showstopper. So Ward Radio, thank you so much. Legit, like, hey, if y'all are in town, like, especially after that, we'll go out of our way to like see if we can meet face to face. And I'll talk more on like that with our mission. So Ward Radio says Catholics are generally cool. Didn't know you heard of us. Here's money for Javier. It's hard for some non-members to believe, but there are more members outside of Utah than in Utah, and most members are outside the USA. We are fond of Catholics. Yeah, so I appreciate that. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't want to dog you guys, because like my grandfather's sister married into the Hatch family, so I actually like grew up with a lot of Mormons, and in general, they're a lot nicer than I am. Let me just be real. They're a lot nicer than all of everybody in this room, quite frankly, except for maybe Braden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first I heard of you was look, I'll let the cat out of the bag a little bit. I live in Steubenville. I know both Steven Johnson and Matt Fratt on a personal level, and there was a lot of responses in that. So I was pretty aware of all that was going on when that went down. But you know, I've had it on good authority from some other people that's not indicative. That's not like everything. Yeah. So anyway, I won't say too much about that. Especially because like, and this is why we're doing the creator conference, is that conversations online have this really frustrating way to just have the temperature turned all the way up for no good reason. You know, whenever I'm interacting with content, I can be as mean and evil to it as I can. But whenever we're meeting face to face, you know, well, straight up, that's why, you know, we've got our shirts here that say, you know, get within hugging or strangling distance, whatever you want to say, is because it forces respect into the conversation, right? So, oh my goodness, another $10. Heck no, we are on Los Angeles. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And fought to keep the cross on the seal of Los Angeles when they removed it. Opposed the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Let's go. Dunking on Catholics at Dodger Stadium. Let's freaking go. Dude, that's incredibly generous. So thank you. Thank you. Sincerely. And I'll actually shut up and let him, because this is going to be going to him. So
Yeah. Thank you. Thank everyone who has felt generous tonight, who has donated. I'm grateful. I didn't know that this was going to happen.
I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
I thought of the idea on stream.
Yeah. Apparently he just came up with it. But I'm so grateful to all of you. It's just been a wonderful experience being able to work with these guys and to also be able to interact with all of you. I think that's one of the beautiful things about just the community that we're developing. Because while there is the problem of people being too mean online, because there is no face attached to what, you know,
right,
the person that you're talking to, and I fall into that too. I can be kind of mean online, but there is a side. All of you are proof of it, of just the generosity and love that people have, which is indicative of the love that God is. God is love, And clearly, all of you are embodying that in what it is that you're doing. So I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so Drew on his channel, you can check it out, Drew the Catholic. He's got a little mini documentary about the Catholic Creator Conference and some of the thought processes behind it. And during that documentary, I had, quite frankly, the stroke of brilliance that was just, no, I'm kidding. But no, I do think it's true. What do the bad guys in Halo, G.I. Joe, and Star Wars all have in common? They don't have faces. They don't have human faces. So you can be as evil to them as you can. Same thing's online. Whenever you just see the text, like, we see Ward Radio here, there. Like, I mean, I know what, I mean, I don't know who's running this account, but like I've seen the show before and I have a general idea of probably who's talking, and I could probably hear his voice in my head right now. But like, it's just text on a screen. And, it's super easy to be mean to text, forgetting completely, like I have to consciously think that there's a human being made in the image and likeness of God behind all that. So that's what we're just doing with the Catholic Creator Conference, is bring everybody together so that way we can, what are you doing? What is happening?
You'll see it later in the Discord.
No. Okay. This is such a disaster. Okay, apparently we are now exchanging feet pics in the Discord server. So if you guys want to get in on that action, discord.gg/Ipsum Audite. This is such a disaster.
Also, you should probably, it's not just creators.
Oh, man.
That are, for people who aren't aware, it's not just creators that are in this server. There's also a lot of like friends as well. And these are some of the people that I love to interact with the most. It's great being able to hang out with everyone.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So Trent Horn is actually here in town right now, and that debate has actually been a topic of conversation quite a bit with us. So but anyway, it's from what I understand, that was a really good debate. I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. After I moved to Steubenville, I kind of quit watching Pints with Aquinas, because like, well, I got to know Matt as a person, and it's just kind of weird watching your friend from afar. Basically, it's like I'd rather just talk to you. So, but hey, once again, thank you for another $10 Carden. Thank you. Yeah, Carden Ellis. It's been like over a year since I've watched any of your stuff, so but I know exactly. I know which one you are now that you've told me your name. So, but hey, man, like, not to say stop donating, because I really do appreciate it. I know Javier appreciates it, but I will continue to answer your chats even if you're not paying money. But still, thank you. But anyway, So okay, this might be the most successful, like financially successful stream of all time, and all I had to do was not take any of it. So
yeah,
but. Oh, yeah, and show my feet. So, yeah, join the Discord if you want to get in on that.
Feet and charities.
Is also, if you guys have questions about what's going on at Seek, it's been really cool just getting to know. Like, the first night that we were here, on the first, we went out to Tucano's, which was like within walking distance here. Trent Horn came out, hung out with us, which was just really cool getting to... There's a difference between, like, content mode and then just chilling with the boys mode. Mm. And you've probably experienced this too, because we've talked off camera, but now we're talking on camera. And obviously I'm still the same person, but I'm not acting the same way that I would if the cameras weren't here.
Yeah. And I don't think it's in like a disingenuous way.
Yeah.
I don't think that it really works like that, especially with in the Catholic community. I'm sure that there are certain content creators of different varieties that probably do put on a facade. But I think it's more so just a formality of what's going on. But being able to hang out, just talking, chilling off camera is also really good too. It's interesting because we also will go in voice chat and still interestingly talk about like similar things, just sort of in just a more relaxed format.
Yeah. Retroclips is, I assume I'm saying that right. Is Seek for college people or young people? Is it open to everyone? It's open to everybody. If you pay them, they'll let you in. So that's, and it's good. Yeah. It will be in 3 different locations next year. It's going to be in Denver, it's going to be in Columbus, Ohio, and Fort Worth, Texas. From what I've heard, Columbus, Ohio is going to be the main event, and then Fort Worth and Denver are going to be the satellite events.
Oh, it should have been Fort Worth.
I lived in Fort Worth for 6 years, and I love that city. If they were all going to be like separate but equal, I was probably going to go to Fort Worth.
When they were announcing, because I was there when they first made this announcement, and I was with all my people from Dallas. There's also some Aggies behind us. Not a big fan of them. Not just playing. I love Aggies, but
Gig 'em.
Yeah, gig 'em. We were sitting there watching that, and like in my head, I'm like, they're probably gonna have one in Texas because Texas is just the best, you know.
Well, it's been in. But we are live, Drew. And he's walking in front of the camera now. So
It's like, I don't care if it's not my channel.
just out of spite.
It was funny when they announced Fort Worth. I was like a little sad. I'm like, oh no, it should have been Dallas. But then I look over to all my Dallas people, especially my parish priest, and he was like, yeah, I'm glad it's in Fort Worth, not Dallas. Dallas would be a little sketchy.
Dallas is basically Chicago South, and Fort Worth is actually Texas. So
Dallas can be scary.
yeah. So Haymar's over there saying, you guys should do a stream where you smoke with your feet. What do you think we've been doing off camera? Anyway, so okay, this is.
Also, I have. They haven't gone to the talk. Have you been to like?
I have not been to a single talk.
Have you been to any of the mass?
To the opening mass, yeah.
The mass was just so beautiful. The opening mass, it really inspired me because I saw just 18,000 Catholics or something like that, just all together worshiping Jesus together. I found it to be such a beautiful and inspiring experience seeing everyone. I just found it to be profoundly inspiring because one of the criticisms that's often levied against Catholics is that we don't have that evangelical spirit. We don't have that zeal and excitement for Christ. But being there at Seek, it's just oozing with excitement. It's oozing with love for Christ. It's oozing with love for the mission of evangelization. And I just found it to be something so inspiring. And I hope to perhaps demonstrate that a little bit in this video that I have upcoming regarding Seek. It was just such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, all right, cool. Well, it is getting kind of late here. Is there anything, Drew? Did we miss anything?
I want to hop in and talk about Javier real quick.
Here,
Yeah. I gotta say it's been cool. The seat's nice and warm. It's been cool having you in the server. What I love about just the community that we're creating is that people jump in, and especially on the even on the non-creator side, we have tons of people in there that are just Catholics, tons of non-Catholics too. Everyone has a good time. But on the creator side, there isn't this. And you guys have probably talked about it maybe while I was goofing off over there, but there isn't this atmosphere of elitism or anything. It's just you hop in, you're a creator, you've made content, you get put in that role, and you get to hang out with all these people, and everyone's helping each other. Javi jumped right in, and he's like, yo, we need to do voice chat more in this server. And since then, 3 times a week, someone will just hop in voice chat and hang out till someone else hops in. And then before you know it, snowballs, and there's 12 people in there having a good time. And you kind of started that. We didn't have a culture of voice chat in our Discord.
It was me and Mr. Lepanto.
Shout out to Mr. Lepanto.
Yeah.
That's true.
Had to give him
Yeah,
credit.
you guys just will hop in there, the two of you, and you guys are helping each other out a lot, and it's kind of cool to watch. But then also, then all of a sudden, Mike from Become the Night hops in, I hop in, and we're all just having a good time in voice chat. It's just really cool. And that's the whole mission of what Kyle and I are doing. So I just wanted to plug that because it's you can hop in, you're new, but you're already having an impact on the community. So that's all I wanted to say.
I my experience going into this community, I went in and maybe nervous for a little bit, figuring out what's the dynamic going on here. But immediately it was just massive welcoming and comfort among everyone there. It's such a great community of supportive people who want to see you succeed. Because that's the thing with content creation on YouTube. Often a part of the problem is like, okay, you have so many creators trying to all fill the same niche, and then it becomes like it becomes just like a challenge of like who can become best, and it's like you want to be the guy that everyone watches and not everyone else.
Right.
But here it's like we all want to see each other succeed. We all want to see oh my goodness, see each other succeed, and for our channels to grow, and for the apostolates that we have to grow. And it's just been beautiful being able to interact with everyone here in the server. The unfortunate consequence is now I'm like a Discord person now. I'm like a Discord goal.
I'm sorry to have done that.
Yeah, that was a sad consequence. But other than that, I've received an incredible community, and I could not recommend it enough to join the Ipsum Audite server if you can. It's just been phenomenal interacting with people, not just the creators, but also the people who don't create as well, because there's also a somebody who I met there named Diego, and he's like this dude in Canada. He also has ADHD and OCD like I do, and it was great just to be able to talk to each other about our shared experiences with that, especially as Catholics, because it's such a unique thing. But I was talking to him and just like getting the sense of like the things he was saying, and I'm like, you're weird like me, aren't you? He was like,
we're all weird in that.
Yeah, he was like, he was like, yeah. And so we just talked about it, and it was great. And then there's like other people that have come in like, oh, I'm having this problem. And then it's like, I've been there, you know, I've experienced that as well. And then we can offer resources for each other. And it's just been really great.
It's also a very unserious Discord, as proven by the Discord right now. I know what you guys are doing in there. I'm seeing your face, Braden. Ever since Braden joined the Discord, it's been really terrible, okay? It used to be the best Discord. There was no Discord like it. Now we let Braylon in there. He can't even talk trash because he doesn't have a voice. All he can do is send mean tweets. I tried that.
This is also one of my favorite things. His impressions are so good, especially your Pipe Cottage impression.
I won't do that one on this live stream.
Want to do it?
Well, I declare. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. Yeah, the impressions are good. Kyle, you want to jump back in, or I might start doing a Jordan Peterson impression if you don't jump in. Well, here, let's go back to our normal seats because that mic is still set for you.
Okay.
We're just playing musical chairs today.
Yeah. Okay. So, honestly, I just want to say thank you to all of you, especially those who gave you.
Amar gave $10 for no feet pics.
For no feet pics. I will keep them firmly.
Hey, you're almost there. He said 75.
75 for no feet pics?
Yeah, you're getting
well,
close.
no, we're way past that.
No, from Hamar specifically,
oh,
right?
Goodness.
He's by himself got to give 75.
Okay.
That's what I interpreted that to be.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm just kidding. We're good. You're good.
So, okay. Well, cool. So, anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, thank you for your generosity, y'all. Thank you for your
epic,
prayers. Honestly, if you don't have money to give, that's actually fine.
Just pray for us.
Pray for us. I'm not kidding. That
Seriously.
is by far the best thing you can do. Last year the conference was such a success in large part to in the largest part due to the prayers of those who were involved. I'm being serious, Drew.
Dude, Haley's making me laugh, bro.
Okay, all right.
She said, "Look how tall Drew is." Geesh.
Yeah, Drew's like 6'2",
I'm
and
like
I'm like
5'2". Kyle's a midget.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Haley, by the way, too. Haley's like the mom of YouTube, and this was her mission long before it was ours, and she's been a huge part of it. She's been pivotal.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so I think you know what I might keep this up. Like all super chat revenue on my channel from now until the conference will just go to help. I'm just going to donate it to the creator conference just to keep it help creators that might be financially struggling to get there. I think, yeah,
bro. Yeah,
I think I'm going to do that. You know,
that's cool.
I'm committing to that right now. All super chat revenue on my channel from now until the creator conference will go to helping creators that are struggling.
I can vouch that he's had more Red Bull than whiskey tonight, so that's not a statement he's making in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've actually
intoxicated.
I'm all hyped up on Red Bull.
I'm terrified because we have to go to bed at some point tonight, and you and Steven, we got back to the Airbnb, and you're like, the Red Bull's kicking in, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
I had to like do a double dose of nicotine just to catch up with you guys.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, everything you're saying is I agree like completely. And the thing about it, like, definitely pray for us guys. Like, if God can use people like Kyle and I, as dumb as we are.
Listen, God could use Balaam's ass to communicate his
That's exactly
words.
what I'm trying to
and
say.
we are living proof that he is not above
Yeah.
stooping to that level again.
Absolutely. Like, he's going to use the fools to make the wise people go, oh, what happens when you say yes to God? Like, everything,
Right.
anything that happens, I'll just say it this way, anything good that's coming from what we're doing is because God's using it and we're just saying yes. And so it's like, that's the encouragement too, is even if you're like, this is important to say, a lot of people watching that are, maybe, fans of your channel and my channel that aren't creators, and like, okay, this doesn't necessarily mean that you should be a content creator. But what it does mean is you're seeing what happens when people say yes to God and discern what their mission is, what their personal apostolate is. And this is just an instance of that. When you say yes, when you discern what your apostolate is, and then when God starts to work through it. And so for everyone watching, that's something we all should be doing. So whether it's content creation or whether it's like woodworking or like, I don't know what it is for you, but I like, just discern that, like, spend time in prayer. Discern, if you haven't discerned your vocation, like, discern your vocation and discern what your apostolate is in that vocation. Everyone has a personal apostolate. And the church says that for the laity, we have an obligation to discern that and be active in it. And the document that says that actually says if we don't, then we are useful neither to ourselves or others, which is pretty challenging. But like, this is us trying to help other people who've discerned that their personal apostolate is being a creator in some sense, do that with excellence. And that's kind of what we've discerned is our apostolate. So if you're like, wow, this is cool, this is what happens when you say yes. And it's like, it's just getting started. We have no idea where it's going to go. We're just trying to say yes to God and see where it lands. And that's something that all of us should be doing as Catholics. That's my plug. That's my spiel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Uncatechized Catholic on IG, Desiree says, tell Tiny Kyle I can get him Ron DeSantis shoes.
I love Desiree so much. That's hilarious,
Ron
dude.
DeSantis shoes? I don't know.
The platform shoes. Bro.
I was thinking like shoes from the campaign trail. Like, there's Trump shoes with those like 45, 47 on them. And I'm just like, why would I want Ron DeSantis shoes? Okay, no, that's funny. Okay, so yeah.
Hamar says, do I have a vocation of posting YouTube comments? Yes, you do.
Maybe, yeah. So
That's cool.
But hey, y'all, all thank you for your generosity here. Cardinellis, Ward Radio, thank you. Ward Radio has been very active in this chat, very generous in this chat. So if you want to go check out their channel, go for it.
Richard said I need to dress up as Gimli for Halloween. Sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to be serious and give thanks here.
That's funny.
So, yeah, you can go check out Ward Radio. My one encouragement to you, if you're going to do that, is if you do decide to leave a comment on their channel, make sure that charity is your first and foremost thought. Don't be showing up in those comments or live streams or whatever, being rude and saying Kyle sent you here, because Kyle did not send you to go be rude. Charity in all things, first and foremost. So, but... yeah, so I think that's about it.
Did you tell him to go sub to Just a Catholic?
Oh, yeah. So if you haven't subscribed to Just a Catholic, please do so.
I think he had a goal of getting 100 subscribers while he's at Seek.
Yeah, trying to get 100 subscribers here at Seek, so let's see if we can do that for him. So I'll go subscribe on all 16 of my... Just kill the stream. Just kill the stream. Just Steven, kill the stream!